one of those is the focus on the entire life cycle of these companies. Right? Just like I was saying, right? You can't, everybody likes to kind of wait, oh, here's the deal, right? So the attorneys and tax and the wealth managers, and right, they all this flurry of activity, right? And services. That's great. But like we said, if the value isn't there, who's left out? It's the seller. So this idea that we need to really help start earlier and really focus on the entire enterprise. And then the other key thing is the collaborative advisory team, right? So this, I'll talk for hours if you let me on this one, because I can't do everything for my client. You can't do nobody can do it. We all tend to go in and do our thing, and too much out of context with everything else that the business needs. And then on the owner side, typically, again, if they haven't worked with a lot of outside advisors, coaches, consultants, whatever, they just have all these bilateral conversations. And they're great, right? And all their advisors are saying great things, but then they have all these great things and they don't sync up.
Right.
So come back to that collaborative advisory team when they're truly communicating. The owner's going to win. And so those two key things with XPX, that full life cycle of the owner, the collaborative advisory team, just said, yeah, we saw it, we heard it, and we said, we've got to start the Atlanta chapter. It was so in sync with how we function.
And what does that advisory team consist of? What people?
Great question. And it's everything. If you think about us working, if we're going to go to market tomorrow morning to sell, we're still going to engage with a lot of folks. But if you think about it earlier on in terms of the prep, you're talking support around the advisor, legal issues, finance and tax issues, certainly. But you want that banker involved, and you want that, especially that wealth manager, to understand the personal side of things so that we can make this a coordinated effort. But then every stripe of consultant, if we're talking about the business, might be marketing, sales, financial advisor from an internal corporate standpoint, operations, manufacturing, IT, you name it, right? So all these people are engaged because we're trying to optimize everything going on in the business. You asked me, the favorite word earlier. I always say it's, inextricably linked. Everything is, right, within that enterprise. And so I'm not avoiding the question. It's everybody
Sure.
at different stages and functioning together. So